As part of our Entrepreneur series, we're going to talk about the power of strategic stories. As a leader, one of the most important communication tools is through telling stories. We've been using storytelling to pass on knowledge from one generation to another from the beginning of our existence, from the Bible to the Quran, from books, documentaries, movies, using cartoons, animation, simulation, to the written and spoken word. Stories result in recall and retention, and by engaging and entertaining, it results in educating your target audience more effectively. We call them strategic stories in business because they help keep key messages in the forefront of people's minds when they recall them when they are needed. The key message may be for a specific purpose of an organization, or priorities that you want your people to keep focused on delivering, or what sort of culture you want to nurture with the organization and the people that you have within it. Whatever the key message you want to instill, you can use stories to help remind your team as they go through the day, and most importantly, when you are not with them. Because stories result in recall and people remember stories, they act as a guide for when you are not with the people, which is most of the time. I'm going to demonstrate the point with a story. Remember, your clients are paying for your services or products. And if you want to instill an excellent customer service ethos culture in your organization and above and beyond the Call of Duty ethos, then do that by relaying excellent customer service stories. Here's one of my favorite customer service stories. Sam Walton, the founder of Walmart, received a complaint from a customer. "Dear sir, I recently bought 4 Firestone tires from your establishment and they wore out within a couple of weeks. I'm very disappointed in your organization. Yours sincerely, upset customer." Sam writes back, "Dear upset customer, I'm sorry you perceive our organization badly. In recompense, please accept these 4 Firestone tires by separate courier delivery with us, and our deepest apologies. We hope you'll think better of us in the future. Yours truly, Sam Walton. P.S. We don't sell tires." The primary lesson learned is that stories have enormous power in terms of recall. And if you look at all the statistics, recall is hard to achieve. If you read something, you retain only 10% 2 weeks later. But engage with something, in particular play, share or do something, and you'll retain 70 to 90% 2 weeks later. In this case, we're sharing the story with others so that we deliver recall. So what will be remembered are those few compelling stories that you share with your organization, with your team. They will help guide them, and done well, will be weaved into the fabric of the company, creating a culture that people are proud to be a part of. So how do we craft a good strategic story? Well, there are 6 key things to remember. The first characteristic is the story should be short and concise, anywhere from 1 to 2 minutes. And it's about helping people listen in a short, concise way so they can capture the essence of the story from you. Mark Twain said, "If I had more time, I'd have written a shorter letter." That is so true in this case. Secondly, don't have too many characters, 2 or 3 at the most. The more characters you have, the more difficult it is for people to remember the story. Third, keep it simple. Build around a singular message that you wish to convey. Fourth, tell it if it's happening in the present tense. We know that when you do that, it brings the listener into the story and they actually participate in the story, remembering it better. Fifth, if you can use visual images to get across your point, do so, because we store visual images far more deeply. A picture is worth 1,000 words. But make sure the images tie into the message of the story that you want everyone to remember. Lastly, if you can repeat a phrase or what the essence of the message that you're trying to get across, then remember Winston Churchill's words. If you have an important message to make, don't try to be subtle. Hit the point once, then come back and hit it again, then hit it a 3rd time, a tremendous whack. Another example. A shopper named Gwen was walking through the store when she saw an employee helping a young man learn to tie a tie. The young man had come into the shop for a clip-on tie, which the store did not sell. So the employee showed the teen how to tie the tie. But then Gwen witnessed the exchange and saw the employee showing the teen how to field and interview questions and how to shake hands. She was blown away by the incredible act of service and posted the encounter on Facebook with this comment: "In my favorite shop in the town centre, a kid came in looking for a clip-on tie for a job interview this afternoon. The store only had regular ties, so this awesome team member took the time to help the nervous team put this new tie and shirt and show him a proper handshake and help him with his interview questions. As the kid exited the store, a bunch of supportive team members wished him well on his way. This is true customer service, right on the mark. This comment went viral. There were no complicated customer service techniques at work here, just a desire to help a customer in need and to put forth some extra effort to make the customer's life better. And by the way, the teenage kid got the job. Bingo. This is the power of storytelling. This is how you pass on knowledge from one generation to another. If you think this video delivers some educational value and you have a friend or colleague who's about to pitch or to start a business or secure some fundings to help them grow their business, then please forward this link to them with a recommendation from yourself. The most powerful marketing tool comes from word of mouth marketing. Good luck, happy hunting, and secure that investment.